I found a Doraemon fanfiction that is rated explicit. Yes. It's called I Can Show You the Wall. And just reading this summary is fucking hilarious. Like, listen to this. Growing up, Jungkook, whoever that is, had always been bullied. He was bullied for the way he was. He was bullied for being himself. He was bullied for being an objectphilliac. More specifically, a Wallsexual.
What?
Someone who fucks walls, I guess.
What the fuck?
A Wallsexual. Wow. And these tags are also hilarious. I'm sorry, I don't even know. No, I tried. I can't believe I wrote this. I'm going to hell. I'm bad at tagging. Tags are hard. Okay, ending. So who's Jungkook? Oh my god, it's BTS. Oh no. Oh no, what? So it's a real life person featuring Doraemon featuring Wallsex.
I thought Doraemon was Japanese.
I have no idea. I think I have to read this because this is too fucked up. How many words are there? Oh, it's quite long. 3 chapters. Notes. Lamau, I'm sorry for what you're about to read. Enjoy though. Oh my god. I have to search this Jungkook. Or Jungkook. I don't know how to spell this.
I'm pretty sure it's Jungkook. Yes.
Missed something again. I will see it anyway after this. Poehammer Blueprint. Wait.
Ja, it's from BTS. Jungkook, auch Jungkook, ist ein südkoreanischer Sänger, Songwriter und Tänzer. Oh, great. Okay, so that's what the guy looks like. And he's fucking walls, I guess.
What?
I mean, in the fanfiction. Yes. I can't believe... why would you write this?
I don't know, man.
Okay, here it goes. Chapter 1. Growing up, Jungkook had always been bullied. He was bullied for the way he was. He was bullied for being himself. He was bullied for being an objectphilliac. More specifically, a Wallsexual. Jungkook doesn't remember a time when he wasn't attracted to walls.
How do you get this?
He'd always stare at walls growing up and wonder what it would be like to kiss a wall. To feel it. So one day, he did. He was only 13, but he'd figured it was long overdue. So like every teenager, eager to practice their kissing skills, Jungkook started off with making out with his bathroom walls. Except, unlike every teenager out there, Jungkook felt a whole different sensation when he kissed that bathroom wall. He felt sparks go off in his brain and felt his legs nearly give up. His knees buckled as he lost himself in the feeling of the wet and slimy wall against his lips.
I understand.
What? Oh, so cold. Can you see your own breath? Make a chunk of ice, then kick it forward. Skate and slide wherever you go. You even glide right over mud and magma. A Lively Mall sign. This was the logo for a Lively Mall owned by a Lively holding company. Making life even livelier was their corporate slogan. They ran a wide range of businesses, entertainment arenas, food shops, service industries. Now, the remains of those businesses Can be found in all kinds of places, empty and alone. How sad. Blue star coin. Great. Have you completed the level?
Yes, we did.
Well, no, we have to do that rocket.
Probably at the top on the entrance, I think.
Circuit
Oh, shit.
Speedway.
Mario Kart.
Then do the rocket. He felt so free kissing that wall. Ever since then, every time he was
First
alone at
object
home,
that happened
he'd go
now.
around his house and make out with the walls. There was one particular wall in his house that he absolutely adored. The second guest bedroom's third wall. It was the first wall that, when he kissed, he felt his dick go rock hard. He dry humped the wall and got off, though he wished there was some way to actually fuck the wall. After that day, he'd wait until his parents fell asleep to go to the second guest bedroom and get off to the wall, and on those days that he couldn't wait, he'd dry hump the wall next to his bed, and so this continued for a couple of years. Is this actually a thing, Dario? Fucking a wall?
Probably.
Well, you can fuck stones, so...
Yeah, but come on. Oh my god. Eventually, he got tired of the walls in his house. He decided he needed to explore some more. He went to school one day, and once he was sure no one was around after school, he closed the classroom door and approached one of the classroom's walls, the one opposite the door. Well, hello there! He greeted the wall with a smirk. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited to see you. I have been admiring you for a while.
Alex shot.
You know, it's why I chose to sit next to you.
Or you can also stand.
He was so close to the wall that his voice dropped to a whisper. How about we get to know each other better, huh? He swiftly smashed his lips against the wall and sucked on it. Ew. He let his tongue feel the expanse of the wall, gathering the texture and taste of the wall. The slight taste of paint on the wall turned him on so much that a small moan left his lips. So good for me, aren't you, baby? Jungkook said, out of breath. He let his hands roam around the wall and then promptly slapped the wall. You like that, don't you, you dirty slut? Jungkook growled with a smirk. He left a trail of kisses down the wall. He came back to the part of the wall he made out with and kissed it hungrily again. If only I could fuck you, baby. But this is something I have to live with. Jungkook said in annoyance. But I can do this the normal way. Jungkook said as he rubbed himself against the wall, small moans escaping him. The feeling of hard wall against him causing indescribable euphoria. Jungkook sped his pace up, sweat dripping down his forehead at his strain and pace. Such a good wall for a daddy, aren't you? He said as he smacked the wall again. He felt his climax nearing. He humped the wall harder. Oh baby, I wish I could paint you with my cum. You'd look even prettier, he growled. The image of the wall with his cum splattered across it sent Jungkook over the edge and he orgasmed.
What?
This is the weirdest shit I've ever read, I think. I mean, I probably said this a couple times already, but I keep finding new shit that is so weird. Ugh! Ugh! Unbeknownst to Jungkook, somebody had entered the classroom and had quietly recorded nearly the entire thing. Had it not been for the gasp the person let out, Jungkook would have not seen what happened, or who would be responsible for the misery he would face for the remainder of his school years. Jackson Wang. Whoever that is. Before Jungkook...
I think it's another one of those BTS guys.
Before Jungkook could utter a word, Jackson took a step back, shot him a disgusted look and quickly took off. Once he got home, Jungkook went to his favorite wall and curled up against it as he sobbed. He felt scared and so alone, probably because he was. He knew he wasn't normal, but he didn't want to be bullied. He quickly got back to his room once he realized it was time for his parents to get back home. Once he got back to his room, he was filled with nothing but pure rage. He didn't have to be treated this way. He was a human being at the end of the day, a human being with feelings and preferences. It's not like what he was into was morally wrong either. He wasn't into bestiality or incest. He was simply into walls. In his anger, Jungkook ended up punching the wall next to his wall. He also ended up miscalculating his force because next thing you know, there was a hole in the wall. The sight of a hole in the wall stirred awake something in Jungkook. His dick went hard immediately, and he felt his brain spark. He approached the wall slowly, taking the side in. He ran his finger down the wall and circled around the edge of the hole. Jungkook's dick throbbed at the side. "Hi baby, Daddy's home," Jungkook whispered to the wall. "Do you have any idea what seeing a hole in you is doing to Daddy?" Jungkook growled as he spanked the wall right beside the hole. "You're such a slut for Daddy, aren't you?" Jungkook smirked. Jungkook smashed his lips against the wall, eagerly kissing it and feeling its firmness. He slowly inserted a finger into the hole and began to pump into it, thoroughly enjoying himself. "I can't wait to fuck you, baby, but I'm gonna have to prep you first," Jungkook says as he leaves kisses down the wall. "Daddy doesn't want you too tight for him." Jungkook goes back to making out with the wall. He slips in another finger and fingers the wall faster. He spreads his fingers apart, feeling the vast emptiness behind the wall. Jungkook growls at the feel. Baby, I think you're ready for Daddy," Jungkook says, as he takes off his pants and shirt. He walks over to his drawer and pulls out a condom. He swiftly rolls it onto his throbbing member. He walked over to the wall and raised his arms in the same way someone would pin someone else against the wall. As he kissed the wall roughly, tongue over to the wall and... what? Tongue and teeth and all. Oh my god. He slowly inserted himself into the hole. The hole was barely big enough to fit his big long cock into, causing Jungkook just the right amount of pain and pressure he liked. He began to thrust into the wall at an even pace, enjoying the jagged feel of the hole. He kept leaving kisses along the expanse of the wall, muttering sweet nothings to the wall. "What's that, baby? You want Daddy to go faster? Okay then, you asked for it." Jungkook smiled sinisterly before slamming into the wall at an almost inhuman speed. He'd been thinking about fucking a wall for so long, and the fact that it was happening had Jungkook tripping balls.
Come to here.
Jungkook felt his orgasm nearing, so he speeds up even more. He thrust into the wall harder, his hands reaching for something to grab and ground him. The thought of his cum inside the wall threw him over the edge, a soft-racking orgasm ripping through Jungkook. Jungkook rode out his orgasm, nearly passing out. He kept it together and kissed the wall again. He pulled out and limped towards the bin as he took off the condom and tied it. Once he disposed it, he walked back over to the wall and gently caressed it. "You did so good for Daddy, baby. Thank you." Jungkook smiled at his wall lovingly. "But don't expect this to be the last time this happened," Jungkook said with a playful smirk. And so, for the next couple of months, Jungkook continued to fuck the hole in the wall of his room. End of chapter 1.
Try that bonus.
Then there's chapter 2. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't just believe what I'm reading here. Chapter 2. One night.
Imagine this Jungkook is reading it.
Yeah, but like, how insane do you have to be to write something like this with a real person? Like, it's like I'm writing a fanfiction about you and you are fucking exhaust pipes of cars.
I thought you already did that.
Yeah, but I portrayed you as a normal human and not some person with abnormal interests or something. Oh god, okay. One night, after an intense fuck session, Jungkook was visited by someone. Jungkook had been asleep when he suddenly woke up, feeling like he was being watched. He looked around his dark room, heart racing and palms sweaty when suddenly he sat up straight. There, in the corner of his room, he saw two large oval eyes staring at him. Trying to not move too much, Jungkook carefully reached for the switch of the bedside lamp. He turned it on quickly, hoping that whatever it was, he would be able to surprise it and get a glance at it. Ah! The thing screamed as it covered its eyes, shielding itself from the sudden brightness. Jungkook looked at it, highly confused. It wasn't a human, but a blue raccoon? Jungkook's thoughts escaped his lips. The thing quickly removed its hands/paws away from its face and glared at Jungkook. "I'm a cat!" the thing yelled. "I'm a robot from the from the 22nd century, and my name is Doraemon." It introduced itself. It's nice to meet you. My name's Jungkook. Though may I ask why you're in my room? Jungkook asked. Doraemon flushed at that, making Jungkook even more confused. "Well, you see, I have a best friend named Nobita, and the other day we were using one of my gadgets to see what people around the world were up to. Nobita decided to go have a bath when I accidentally stumbled upon you." Doraemon's face was no longer white, just a nice shade of red. Jungkook didn't know why, but he found himself attracted to his blue cat-like creature. "Saw me do what?" Jungkook asked with a smirk. Doraemon tilted his head down as Jungkook threw the sheets off him and walked towards Doraemon. "I saw you fuck your wall!" Doraemon confessed, now looking more like a tomato than anything else. How did you like it?" Jungkook asked, bending down to reach Doraemon's head. I loved it, so much so that I went back to my time and bought a gadget for you," Doraemon said, still not looking up at Jungkook's, a shy smile playing on his lips. Jungkook smirked and put his finger under Doraemon's chin and tilted his head up, forcing him to look at Jungkook. "A gadget? For me?" "Well, for us, actually," Doraemon trailed off. What does this gadget do then?" Doraemon's eyes lit up with excitement as he pulled away from Jungkook's grip and searched his never-ending pocket for the gadget.
What now?
What?
I'm done.
Well, it's actually time to stop.
Ah, too bad. Whew. "Aha!" he exclaimed. "The shape-shifting device." He pulled out a single bracelet that had a lot of buttons on it that were designed to look like beads. Jungkook looked at Doraemon like he was crazy. "Why are you yelling?" he asked. Doraemon went red again, but this time in embarrassment. "Sorry, it's a habit," he said sheepishly. Jungkook waved it off. "So what do you plan on doing with this device?" Jungkook asked curiously. "If you don't mind, I'd love to shapeshift into a hole in the wall." My god. Doraemon said shyly. Jungkook raised a single brow. "And why do you want to do that?" "Because 1, you're really hot. And I want to get fucked by you. And 2, I can become a hole in the wall, which I know you love, and not to mention it would feel like fucking something that's a lot more alive than a wall," Doraemon said, with a mischievous glint in his eyes.
Good.
Jungkook's eyes darkened with lust. "Show me." Doraemon was giddy with excitement as he slipped the bracelet on and pushed a couple of buttons to set it. He walked towards the wall and pushed one final button before quickly pressing his hands against the wall. And right before Jungkook's eyes, Doraemon shapeshifted into a hole in the wall. "Doraemon?" Jungkook asked, amazed. "Right here, Daddy," replied the hole/Doraemon. Jungkook's mind went hazy at the word. "Are you just a hole?" Jungkook growled lowly. "Not really, I'm also about a couple inches around the hole," Doraemon replied. What the hell? Jungkook reached out and spanked the wall a little further from the side of the hole, drawing out a yell from Doraemon. "Do you like that?" Jungkook asked, a smirk playing in his lips. "Yes, Daddy," Doraemon replied. "Please give me more." "I will, but I don't want you to be a complete hole. I want to see you. Turn only a part of yourself into a hole, preferably your pocket area," Jungkook said as he spanked the area next to the hole again. Doraemon moaned, "Yes, Daddy." Jungkook stepped back and watched Doraemon transform once again. Doraemon was split vertically down the middle, one half out and the other in the wall, his pocket area now a gaping hole, ready to be filled up by Jungkook. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh well, looks like it's my turn again.
Jungkook smiled widely at the sight. He looked into Doraemon's deep dark eyes and placed his hands on his face. Doraemon whimpered and leaned into his touch.
What, there's a secret? So it's not my turn yet.
Jungkook smirked and leaned in to kiss him. Doraemon was stunned for a second and probably would have fallen had it not been for the fact that was literally part of a wall. Once he got over his initial shock, he kissed Jungkook back, equally as hungry. They moved their lips in sync with so much hunger and passion. They both felt like they finally met their match made in heaven. Jungkook let his hands roam Doraemon's body as he bit into Doraemon's lip, drawing it out a brief moan from him. Jungkook let his hands outline the hole, causing a shiver to run through Doraemon, forcing him to pull away from Jungkook to breathe. "Oh, Jungkook!" Jungkook pulled on Doraemon's collar, effectively choking him. "What did you call me?" he growled menacingly. Sorry, Doraemon said, through teary eyes. Jungkook tugged on Doraemon's collar harder. "Sorry, who?" Doraemon choked. "Oh, sorry, Daddy!" he exclaimed. Jungkook let go of his collar and kissed the trails of tears that escaped Doraemon's eyes. There, baby boy. Daddy just has to put you in your place when you misbehave." Jungkook consoled and went back to tracing the hole. "If you take Daddy's fingers without a sound, Daddy will reward you, okay?" Jungkook whispered into where he believed Doraemon's ears were. Doraemon hummed in affirmation. Jungkook captured Doraemon's lips in another heated kiss as he let his first finger slip into the hole, swallowing the gas that left Doraemon's lips. Jungkook pulled away for a second. "Remember, not a sound, baby boy!" And then went back to kissing him roughly. Doraemon couldn't pull Jungkook closer to him because his arms were on the wall. He truly was Jungkook's toy at this moment and he was enjoying every second of it. Jungkook inserted a second finger in, stretching out the hole a little bit more. Doraemon wanted to scream when he felt Jungkook bite down on his shoulder as he skizzled him open, but he knew that he'd only be teased more if he did so. He bit his lip hard enough to draw out blood. What the fuck? Jungkook looked at Doraemon's sprite and chuckled. "Such a good boy for Daddy. One more finger and you'll have Daddy's cock buried deep inside of you." Right after he said that, Jungkook inserted his third finger into Doraemon. Doraemon took it silently while Jungkook went up to Doraemon's lips and licked off the blood that had oozed out and captured his lips in another bruising kiss. Doraemon was thankful for Jungkook's lips on his, because it distracted his mind from the fact that he was supposed to not make a sound. Jungkook pulled away. "I think you're ready for me, baby. Let me just get a condom." "No! Please, Daddy. I was a good boy. Please reward me with your cum. I want to be full of your baby juice. I wanna feel your children swimming in my hole for you, Daddy. I wanna..." Doraemon was cut off by Jungkook slamming himself into his hole, leading to Doraemon screaming, "Daddy! You whore! You absolute fucking slut! You
Oh my
think
God.
you can just say those things and not have me pound you like this?" Jungkook said as he thrusted even faster into Doraemon. "We are so fucking lucky my parents aren't home, baby boy. I'll make you scream louder. Oh fuck, Daddy, yes! Doraemon said, barely coherent. He had drool dripping down his lips, but Jungkook found him the sexiest right then. He leaned down and licked the trail of drool from Doraemon's chin and merged his lips back with Doraemon's.
Meow.
Jungkook swallowed all of Doraemon's cries of ecstasy, letting his tongue roam freely around Doraemon's large mouth and letting his tongue dance with Doraemon's larger tongue. A string of saliva formed between them as Jungkook pulled away to thrust harder into Doraemon. He grabbed onto Doraemon's hips and thrust into him at an inhuman pace. Doraemon's stomach thrust as pleasure took over his entire being. Daddy! Daddy! I'm gonna... Doraemon exclaimed, panting. I'll tell you when to come. I want us to come at the same time. Hold it a little longer for Daddy. Jungkook grunted as he continued with his pace. Yes, Daddy. Doraemon whined. A couple thrusts later and Doraemon couldn't deny his orgasm any longer. Daddy, can I please come? Oh shit. Oh fuck, what did I do? Daddy, can I please come? Please.
I need to go to the toilet real quick. Holy shit.
Nothing is too fast. Alright. Time to continue. Jungkook grunted as he continued with the pace. Yes, Daddy, Doraemon whined. A couple thrusts later, and Doraemon couldn't deny his orgasm any longer. Daddy, can I please come, please? He pleaded. Hearing Doraemon beg to come lit sparks in Jungkook's brain. Okay, baby boy. 3, 2, 1... Oh! The both of them orgasmed at the same time. Though Doraemon's was more inside the wall, Doraemon felt Jungkook come inside him. The feeling of Jungkook's come in him threw him over the edge once again, inducing a second but mini orgasm. Jungkook caressed Doraemon's round bulbous blue head as he whispered words of appreciation to him. Doraemon slowly recovered and pulled himself out of the wall and into normal shape. Though as soon as his feet hit the ground he nearly collapsed. Jungkook fortunately had caught him just in time. You are such a good boy for Daddy. Thank you so much for what you did for me. I can't express in words how much all of that meant to me. Jungkook said sincerely and placed a kiss on top of Doraemon's forehead area. But can you express to me in other way how much this meant to you? Doraemon said with a weak smile. Jungkook smiled softly at him. I can, baby boy, but you're exhausted and so am I.
Like a Game Boy sound on the end.
And besides, we have all of our lives to do this. Get some rest. Well, you're right, but I won't be tired anymore with... Doraemon reached into his pocket once again and after a little bit of fiddling pulled out a box of candy? 6-hour energy tablets! Doraemon exclaimed and went back to digging in his pockets and Viagra! Oh my god. Jungkook choked, but he loved Doraemon's way of thinking. He smirked and stole a kiss from him before downing the energy pill and Viagra.
Control this?
You hold.
Doraemon followed in suit, but only with the energy pill.
Oh,
a couple minutes later found them fucking Jungkook's favorite wall, then the bathroom wall for some well-deserved shower sex, then the kitchen wall, then the living room wall, the other guests' bedroom wall. They fucked like rabbits until the sun rose and it was time for Jungkook to go to school. He contemplated taking Doraemon to school and fucking him there too. But he was being bullied enough already. It was hard for him to part with his lover, but he took another energy pill, kissed Doraemon goodbye and left. And so began their routine. Doraemon would wait for Jungkook after school in a random wall in the house and would then get fucked into the next dimension. They would keep going until it was time to sleep, which Doraemon managed convincing Jungkook to do. All in all, they were having a lot of fun.
A secret.
Wait, what? There's another chapter. I forgot. Damn. I thought this was the end, but there's another chapter. Are you ready, Dario, for chapter 3?
Oh god.
Oh wait, this is sadly a very short chapter. After a long day at school, Jungkook came back home to not find Doraemon in any wall. Rather, he found him sitting still on his bed. "Hi baby, what's up?" Jungkook approached him carefully, throwing his bag on the floor and encasing Doraemon in his arms. Doraemon instead turned his head into Jungkook's shoulder and sobbed. Jungkook was alarmed because he didn't know how to deal with crying people, so he just hugged Doraemon tighter. "Do you want to talk about it, baby?" Jungkook asked softly as he stroked Doraemon's large head. Jungkook, please don't be mad," Doraemon started through sobs. "Of course, baby, you know I won't. Or rather, can't get mad at you. I've been feeling weird these past couple of days, and I don't know how it's possible. I mean, I'm a guy and technically also just a hole. I'm so sorry." Doraemon started blabbering. Jungkook pulled away and held whatever he could of Doraemon's head in his hands. "Are you saying what I think you're saying?" Jungkook asked with wide eyes. Doraemon nodded and sobbed harder. "Yes, Jungkook, I'm pregnant." Jungkook wrapped his arms around Doraemon in a crushing hug as tears fell down his eyes. "It's nothing to cry about, baby. Be happy. This is amazing news," Jungkook exclaimed. Doraemon looked up at him with adoration. "Really?" "Yes, of course, baby. Now let me show you how happy I am," he said and carried Doraemon over to his bedroom wall. The wall where it all started. "Do it, baby." Doraemon sniffled and retracted into the wall and changed his pocket into a hole. Is Doraemon actually male or female?
Yes, I think he's male.
Yeah, I also think so. But apparently he's pregnant, so... Jungkook kissed Doraemon sweetly, running his tongue over Doraemon's lips, asking for permission. Doraemon opened his mouth and let Jungkook play with his tongue. Jungkook inserted a single digit into Doraemon's waiting hole. "Such a good boy for daddy." Jungkook whispered against Doraemon's lips. Doraemon moaned at the feeling of Jungkook's finger entering him. It never got tiring. Jungkook added a second and a third finger, all while trailing kisses all over the visible areas of Doraemon's body. When Doraemon was stretched out enough, Jungkook inserted himself into Doraemon's. He held onto Doraemon's hips as he thrusted hard, but at a slow pace into Doraemon, drawing loud moans out of the blue robot cat. So in this story, he is a robot, Dario. "Oh, feels so good, daddy. A pregnant robot that can merge with walls." Let that sink in for a moment, Dario. "Oh, feels so good, daddy," Doraemon moaned. Jungkook grunted as he felt his orgasm nearing. "Gonna be such a good mother to our kids." Jungkook roared as he captured Doraemon's lips in a slightly rough kiss, throwing Doraemon off the edge. Jungkook rode out Doraemon's orgasm before pumping his load into Doraemon. Doraemon got himself out of the wall and Jungkook carried him to his bed and cuddled with him. "Jungkook!
Ah, there's nothing.
Jungkook!" Doraemon called out and turned to look at him. "How about we run away and live with each other? You know I can make anything possible, right?" Jungkook's eyes lit up at the suggestion and peppered Doraemon's head with kisses. "Yes, yes, 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 yes! A million times yes!" That night, the both of them used the anywhere door and... What? Anywhere door? I'm in a server called Anywhere Door, by the way. So that's a bit strange now. I guess it's a Doraemon thing. The night, the both of them used the Anywhere Door and another gadget that erased the both of them from all of their loved ones' memories. They moved to a beautiful beach house where Doraemon eventually gave birth to 3 adorable little Doraemon. It didn't take long before the both of them were at it again, and Doraemon was pregnant once again. And they lived happily ever after. The end.
Need to replay it again.
Great.
Wow. Yeah. 3 comments. Let's see. One comment says, "What is this?" Another says, "This is so weirdly cute. Save me, love this."
Alright.
Oh, great.
What? Riding aliens?
Aliens.
Like, who thinks of this? Like, I still can't believe what I just
BTS
said.
fan comes up with this.
Like,